I'll do this one quickly.
Senator Still, John.
The Secretary, how important is it that our missions adhere to the public service standards of non-partisanship and political neutrality?
How important? It's important.
Good. I'm pleased to hear that. Does that apply to social media accounts operated by our missions?
Yes.
Later on this year, the Australians will be asked to vote in a referendum to change the constitution to insert a voice to Parliament. It's obviously the position of the Labor Party, which forms government, that we should do so, but it's now a contentious and partisan political issue in Australia. There have been a number of occasions on which the Australia House Twitter account in London has retweeted politicians from the Labor Party, including the Prime Minister, the Foreign Minister, Ms Burney and others, where they advocated for this change to the Constitution. Is it appropriate to share what is effectively partisan political content on that account?
Well, Senator, I think it's appropriate for our Australian government representatives overseas to amplify government positions, but we aren't, as diplomats, advocating in our own work.
I think it would be difficult for a lay follower of the account to understand that, given that this is political content posted by a politician, which is being shared by a public service account. But it's not just retweets. Australia House itself has tweeted summaries of the High Commissioner's comments at events, where he talked about the desire to enable a voice for First Nations people. Again, that appears to be kind of advocacy of a position which is subject to a referendum which Australian people have to make a decision about. Is that appropriate?
I haven't actually seen the content that you're referring to, so I'm not really going to characterise it.
Okay, well, I'll provide it to the Secretariat to be tabled so that you can consider it, and I'd be grateful for your response to the content on notice.
Thanks a lot, Senator Patterson.
Thanks, Chair.